Well, I mean, was 7-Eleven Japan popular back then? Yes?
7-Eleven Japan had become a licensee about maybe 20 years before, but they embraced technology in a way that the Southland Corporation, 7-Eleven, the rest of our stores worldwide had not yet done. Again, some of this timing. 7-Eleven Japan started its business as technology became available at point of sale to be able to collect data for every individual item.
Even in the 90s.
Even in the 90s. So this was very, very early. They were way ahead of their time. But they were using data warehousing before data warehousing was a thing.
Wow.
And they collected by item data and turned it into an amazing logistics model of efficiency to be able to, if you can imagine, sell fresh sushi in a 7-Eleven store.
Yeah. Raw fish.
Yeah. Restaurant quality.
Yeah.
Delivered 3 times a day and made in a commissary that would supply about 100 or 200 stores. And they did that because of the ability to harness technology. They could never have done it without the data that let them forecast tomorrow's sales and be able to balance the on-hand inventory, just-in-time delivery with the consumer demand in every individual store every single day.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. And it was actually that video, because I stumbled across a video in my Instagram feed of you walking through the 7-Eleven store in Japan and then describing that technology system. And that's when I was like, I had no idea. I guess I take it for granted, right? And then the way you explained it, that like it's real time on demand, and to be able to deliver to a store 2 to 3 times a day.
Oh yeah, amazing.
That's kind of unheard of here in the U.S. Why do you think there's such a big difference between the two countries?
Well, a part of it, and if you read any of the comments on that video, I was sort of chastised for not pointing out that people make the difference, because the Japanese culture has an incredible level of discipline in being able to use these tools effectively to make very precise orders. Now, the secret sauce that I didn't really reference in that video because I was just there kind of having fun, the real secret sauce of 7-Eleven Japan and their use of technology is not to replace the person. It's to empower the person. So in other words, they take data, and while they could develop an AI-enhanced ordering forecast, what they realize is that nothing can replace the eyes and the ears of that retailer who knows their customers, they talk every day to their customers. And only that retailer will know, yeah, my customers told me there's a big celebration happening in the neighborhood on Thursday. The computer won't know until after it happens. But the retailer, here's my example, my favorite retailer example. Walking down the street in New York, handbags on the street, right?
Yeah.
We've all seen it. What happens when one drop of rain falls?
They're scrambling.
Yeah, handbags all get covered up.
Yeah.
Guess what comes out? Umbrellas. Convenience retail at its finest. But that is a retailer responding to real-time change and being able to respond, because they knew if it rains, I'm not going to have anything to sell. I'm going to have umbrellas just in case. And so that's sort of a micro look at what 7-Eleven Japan does every single day. They're able to use the eyes and ears of that retailer with real-time change, but arm them with very, very effective inventory management tools that will give them access to the umbrellas.
It's a whole ecosystem.
It's a whole ecosystem.
Eyes, ears, and then the tech, and then the data.
Exactly.
Right?